Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, that's Ben Olson. Together we're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Madison.
Madison says, "Good evening. My name is Madison, and I have just started to study for the LSAT. I have been with y'all for a couple weeks now and just been familiarizing myself with the exam. The only advice I have received from lawyers in my social group was to absolutely take an in-person LSAT course before taking the exam." Okay, they know nothing about education. That's okay. I am obviously not opposed to taking the course, but I really enjoy the LSAT Demon lessons and I see myself improving through it. Essentially, what my question is, should I consider the LSAT Demon as just a study tool or can it be my only source of practice? Or do y'all recommend taking an outside in-person course with the website? If I went hard and utilized the entirety of the website, can it get me a desirable score? So, we think you absolutely can use and should use only the Demon to prepare for the LSAT.
We don't think that. We know that.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that based on just scoreboard. Like we have helped hundreds of students crush the LSAT with no other prep besides just the Demon. And that's absolutely true at the basic level and the premium level and the live level. I mean, you can crush the Demon at every level of subscription. It just depends on how much of us you want, but we would vastly prefer that you don't do anything else. The other shit's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
We can rescue you from the bad shit you've already done. But if you're considering doing other shit and us, don't.
Yeah.
Just do us.
Yeah. You know, I want to unpack this a little bit because there are very legitimate reasons why in-person learning is way better than online learning, but that's not our context. So what you have to be aware of is elementary education, maybe even colleges, these schools that are trying to do more than just teach a very targeted skill set. There are benefits to meeting people in person. So that's why some people out there believe, oh, look, if you want to learn something, you've got to do it in person. That is true in certain circumstances. That's not true for specialized skills. And the LSAT is a very specialized skill and in fact does better online. I mean, we've just seen it.
Well, we knew it immediately in 2020. Like we were forced online by the pandemic.
Yeah, we were doing in person for over a decade, each of us.
Right. And we're never going back. Like,
no,
I would only go back if I thought it was good for the students. But I want to be clear about this. If I went back to live in person, I think it would be bad for the students.
It would be bad. They'd be forced to sit there for 3 to 4 hours or a weekend class, 8 hours and absorb exactly half of that.
They'd be forced to commute to class, to climb over each other to get seats. They bring, smell each other's stinky food. They'd be forced to have bathroom breaks and lunch breaks and commutes home, and just such a ridiculous waste of time and energy to do in-person LSAT. I mean, college maybe is a different thing, right? You're going to go to college because you're going to have a college experience.
Social networking. There's so much more going on there.
You don't need an LSAT experience. I mean, we'll give you and by the way, we do have fun in our live classes online. I mean, I think sometimes people are like, well, I hate online learning. Yeah, you might hate the way other people do it, but I don't think you're going to hate the way we do it.
Yeah.
And anyway, scores shot up since we were forced to go fully online, and we're not going to go back. Yeah, a lot. A lot. I remember telling people like, well, I expect that if you do the work, I think you're going to improve by 10 points. I won't understand why you don't improve by 10 points.
The exact same thing, but it was 10 to 12. I kept telling people 10 to 12. That's a good, reasonable shot. Yeah, some people get 20. Yep, that happens. I've seen even more than that. That's really crazy rare. Don't think about it.
now it's like 20 is common. Yeah. And 25, 30 is not even that rare anymore. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's just better online.
Also, I should say one more thing. Sorry, I know we could keep going on this forever, but I started the Demon. Nathan joined forces because of the problems created by in-person classes.
Say
Right?
more.
You're giving homework to a group of people and saying, learn from this. The demon is saying, no. We are going to find the exact question you need to move your skills forward. And so you're always doing a question that's right above your skill level. That is the ideal place to practice because it's going to constantly pull you up, not too hard and not boring and too easy. But that's how class was, right? Class in person.
And there's still merit to classes, but we only have classes as a supplement to drilling. Everybody should be using the drilling.
They're targeted in a way that,
yeah, right. I didn't think about that.
In a way that they weren't before, right? Before it was they were all general.
Right. I never had fundamentals classes or intermediate classes or advanced or expert classes. And I never had classes that were just on logical reasoning or just on reading comp or just on LR. Now we have all of those things.
We tried. I don't know if you tried. I tried to create these like different tiers of classes, but with the in-person model, it was difficult and really kind of gimmicky. Fake.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyways, Madison, this is better. It's not just, I'm going to compromise and go with online. It's actually worse, I think, to go in person.
And you know, these lawyers who are telling you that you absolutely have to take an in-person LSAT class. I've met a million lawyers, and almost every lawyer that I ever talked to is like, oh yeah, I hated the LSAT. I did terrible on that, you know, or I wish I would have taken a course, but I didn't. And also lawyers do tend to be older, and older people don't understand the value of doing anything online. So, you know, these people who are telling you, oh no, you have to take an in-person LSAT class. Man, if you settle, could you imagine like the difference between settling for Kaplan or Princeton Review, which by the way is way more expensive, or instead just do the Demon?
Yeah, it's weird. It's because you're really comparing these just two astronomically different things, right? If we're saying that the Demon online is better than in person with us. But that's not your choice. Yeah. Your choice is the Demon online or something in person like Kaplan, or what else? Like
Kaplan that has like, they'll hire people with like 165s and have them teach LSAT.
165s that they took in-house, not actually officially administered.
They did with me. Yeah. Oh, here, go sit in this back room and just take this practice test. Oh, yeah.
That I just took out of this filing cabinet and gave to you. Ridiculous. Oh, you've never seen it before, right? No. Yeah. Okay, good.
Anyways. All right. Thank you, Madison.
Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.